Welcome. My name is Shane Purgis, and this is my review on the book What If I Say the Wrong Thing by Verna Myers, as well as an analysis and recommendations for my own personal diversity experience. We've all experienced some sort of diversity and inclusion situation throughout our lives, whether that was through observation, our own personal bias, or someone else's. These circumstances can be tricky to navigate without the proper analysis and a set of knowledge to understand how to properly manage that situation at hand. There are methods of communication and response strategies that have been outlined in Verna Myers' book, What If I Say the Wrong Thing? I would like to discuss with you one situation where I was involved in a diversity and inclusion issue, analyze the situation using concepts from the book, and then provide recommendations for best practices that could have helped manage that situation. A few years ago, I was at a 4th of July party in Chelmsford, near my house. I knew the kids of the person who was throwing that party, but not the parents or their friends. They are white Americans and have been known to be a bit racist, what I was told prior to the event. And I have a darker skin complexion. I was born on an island off the coast of Madagascar called Mauritius. So I'm also an immigrant. My mom is a white American, and my dad is a Mauritian. After a while of partying and hanging out, one of the hosts said to me, "So where are you from?" Since my skin is darker in complexion. I proceeded to tell him that I was born on an island off the coast of Madagascar. He laughed and asked, "Like the penguins of Madagascar?" And I said yes. For the rest of the day, he called me Madagascar. I was also the only non-white person there, which made it more obvious when people would call out to me, when he would call out to me. In the moment, I thought it was okay. Then after a while, it made me feel uncomfortable. I felt like a bit of an outsider, since he would not call me by my name, which is an easy name. Instead, he'd call me Madagascar. I left the party after a couple more hours of this, and have not been back there to see them since. If we analyze the situation using the concepts from Verna Myers' book, What If I Say the Wrong Thing? We can find some interesting communication and response strategies that could have been used in this scenario. Using the concepts from this book, we can see that the person who is responsible for calling me Madagascar had placed stereotypes upon me which were rooted in racism and xenophobia. This person may have not realized that what they were saying was harmful in any way, or that they were coming across as racist. However, this is how it was taken. This person put me in a box and labeled it immigrant, instead of embracing my human values and who I was. He did not learn more about me other than where I was from, and from then on, that's how I was identified. One recommendation for how I could have better handled the situation was to talk to him about how it made me feel. This could lead this could lead me to teaching him about my culture, my background. This would have at least removed me from the box that he had placed me in. He did not know that I had lived in the US for the last 20 years. If I told him this, it could have improved my situation. He could have opened up to me a bit more. Maybe not just looked at me as an immigrant. Telling him about the culture and my background would have showed him that we both share similarities. Speaking to him about how his two children and I have been in school together for the last 10 years would have really shown him that we're not so different and that I'm just like one of his kids. These recommendations could have shown him and given him the chance to see me as the person I am and not just in the box that he placed me in. We must work together. Sorry. We are all humans and have similarities if we look for them. All have feelings and we can be affected by the things that other people say. If we learn how to properly manage situations that make us feel uncomfortable, then we might be able to touch someone in a way that opens their heart to see the true realities of life. There are many practices that Myers has provided in her book, What If I Say the Wrong Thing, that can be implemented into our lives and apply to these situations. As Mahatma Gandhi said, our ability to reach unity in diversity will be the beauty and the rest of our civilization and the test of our civilization. We just need to take the time to learn and open ourselves up to our own biases. Thank you for listening. I hope you have enjoyed this presentation and have a great rest of your day.